again. It's January 4th or the 5th. It's January 4th. And it's actually about 19 degrees out. We've had sub-zero weather for it seems like since the beginning of December. Today's a nice 20-some degree day. Then we're going back into the sub-zeros. We have Arctic air coming. It's going to be minus 14 for a high tomorrow, I believe is what it was. It's just too cold. So I want to take a relaxed approach to fishing this weekend. I'm joining a buddy of mine and his dad. They're prolific walleye fishermen. Walleye is a great eating fish, predator fish. They mainly, I like to use tip ups. I like to use rods, reels. I'd like to jig through a hole. But tip up fishing can be a lot of fun. And what a tip up is these wood boards here. Basically, here's your spool where it's all lined up. But then the idea is this one I'm gonna have to get set up, so we'll pop it off here. Boy, this is hard. I need another hand. Well, I'll show you more when I get on the ice as far as how to use it. It's going to be rigged on here. This flag will be rigged on here to the spool. It's going to be put down into a hole. This is actually going to be down here. Let me do this for a second. I have to show you. So we got the flag here. We have our spool, and it goes like this. We'll have a minnow on the hook. The flag is set down on this piece here. This is for a lighter bite on this side. It's a little bit more. It grabs a little bit less. We're going to be walleye are finicky fish, so we're probably going to keep it on this real light setting here. So that the idea is the fish is coming along, sees the hook or the minnow. Hopefully you don't see the hook. We're gonna try to keep them from seeing that. I got a different type of line I'm putting on here too. I'll show you that when I get out to the lake. But he's gonna pull down. When he pulls down, it will spin that, set this flag up, so that we can visually see that we have a fish. And because it's gonna be at nighttime that we're fishing, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it in the dark here or in the light. But these are really neat lights that will hook up to the flag, and there's a switch. I'll just turn it on. I have two different colors, so if you're hunting with, or if you're fishing with fishing, if you're fishing with somebody else that is using lights, you can determine which color is yours, which color is not. At nighttime, it's hard to see the flags. You use a spotlight to try to see it, but if you got this on there, when it goes up, I'm not sure if you can see that yellow strobe light happening. We'll flick it over to red. I got red on here too. It'll sit there, it will flash, and you can see that real good through the dark. And that's when you hit your boots to the ice and you start running and slipping, and it could be a lot of fun because you hurry up, you try to get to this thing, and everybody's in a rush, and you don't know what kind of trophy fish might be on the end of that. Hopefully we'll have some of that on the ice tonight. Like I said, real relaxed approach this weekend. I'm tired. I fished hard. It's been hard at work, and I'm gonna probably enjoy a few beers while I do this. Nice part about not having to jig all the time is my hands are free. I got time to just sit, watch, socialize with friends. Well, here we are. Got our holes drilled. Like I said, here's our tip up. I got it laying on the snow. Spool's out. I got my ice fishing rig, and I got my little depth finder here. It's just a big weight that clips on top of that hook. Just drop it down in that hole. Start on that spool. Let's see how deep it is. So here we found our depth. We're all the way down. I'm going to grab it here at the water level. Then I got to account for the length of the shaft. And so roughly, I'm going to set this thing down.
shaft. Now I want it about a foot off the bottom. We're nowhere on the bottom. I don't know, what are you going, about 18 inches off? I think I'll go 18 inches. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it with this split shot here, so that whenever I do get a fish, or if the tip up goes off, I don't have to go through this whole process again. I can just always find my spot there again. So we'll drop that. We'll reel it back in. I'm gonna wait until we get that split shot up to here. Sweet. And like I showed you back at the house, I got my flag. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I want to get a minnow on here. Alright, we got a little shiner minnow here that I can't keep my hands on. We're just going to hook it in behind the dorsal fin. Right here. It keeps them alive a little bit longer if you hook them there. They like to kick and scream down there. Let all the predator fish know that here I am. Like I said, we're going for northern, or I'm sorry, for walleye. But if we get a northern, our feelings ain't gonna be hurt. That's how we set up the tip up. Again, Pelican Lake, 3,500 acres, big body of water. I'm out here fishing with my friend Ryan and his dad, and I just dropped my last tip up. It's getting cold, temperature's plummeting. My hole is already iced over, so what that does is that makes for a long night of checking on them, scooping them out. These guys fish with hole covers. I had some that I just made, but I did not bring. So I'm gonna be the guy that's coming out every 5 minutes to check my flipping holes. I'm gonna drill another hole and maybe get some jigging going on. See if I can't get some panfish while we wait for the sun to drop down and these flags to start popping up when these fish come out to feed. Sure pretty out here though. This is my church. Here we are in Pelican Lake. I got a little jigging hole happening here. I dropped my Vexlar down and it's showing me that I got some fish marked. We just pulled a little bitty perch out, and I thought, boy, it'd be cool if this is the only time I want to get some fish. And here's one coming right now. Oh, he hit me. Yeah, what probably happened is that little hit there, he probably took my wax worm off.
Well, that could be. They're smart at doing that.
He left me.
Yeah, I see you had a little bit of a hit.
Yeah, we got one. Boy, here's a light biter. Very light biter.
Yes, there we go.
These are the kinds of perch that we've been catching. This cold front makes it real tough to find the big ones. I think they're going down low. And it's giving opportunity and safety for these guys to come into the shallows and do their damage. But it beats not catching nothing. Thanks. We got a flag up here, first flag. We're watching the spool on here.
Yeah.
See if that spool's gonna turn. The fish might be down there sucking it up and not running with it, and you don't want to be too premature about grabbing at it.
Right. Give it a little time, see if he
Oh yeah.
do something with it here. That's fine. He ain't worried, he ain't bashful, he just takes off.
There you go. Keep my hands warm.
Give him a snap. Try not to disturb it too much.
Now, do you have a leader on the ends of your rigs, or you run that straight green line?
Yep, I just got monofilament on mine. On this one. That one over there I have a leader on. I leave one with a leader on just because I've caught like your 25-inch walleyes on that. They didn't seem to bother it at all. They liked it. The presentation with the leader on didn't bother them.
Yeah.
So I leave one on like that with a...
I got a flag up. They're starting to come through.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go check mine out. Now, as I was walking up here, I could kind of saw my spool spinning, so something definitely grabbed it. This one's my hole, my flag. I'm gonna have to videotape myself. I have my friend Mr. Schreiber over there waiting on his spool yet. When you're walleye fishing, they can be so finicky, and you don't want to rush it. They tend to vacuum feed, and they sit there and when they open their mouths, they suck in their prey, and you gotta give them time to really get that hook down in there, because as soon as they feel, oh, hang on, here we go, he's running. I think we're gonna be good to go ahead and see if we can't catch a fish here. I'm gonna try my best to videotape myself. Yeah. What I can't do here. Alright. He's gonna really take me out. I'm not going home hungry. I got a nice Pelican Lake walleye here. And that's what it's all about. This is tip-up fishing here. I gotta put this camera down so I can get this guy off the hook and into the bucket. Woo! Turns out it's gonna be pretty good fishing. As I dropped my other flag there from that walleye that I caught, this flag went up here. I caught the biggest perch of my life. Oh man, that's a Pelican Lake jumbo perch. I can find all the small ones, never find big ones. Leave it to tip-ups and shiners to show me the way. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Still on Pelican Lake. Sun's dipped down. Dark is setting in pretty good. We got guys are checking their tip-up lines here, make sure it's not iced over. I just came out to put a light on mine. I dropped it in the hole. I had to get back in and dry it off and make sure everything still works. Them lights sometimes are more pains in the butts than anything. This is walleye fishing here. You want to hopefully we're here for all the feeding times. I guess they tend to. I'm not a walleye fisher by any means, but what I've been told and what I know is they bite when that sun goes down. Then a couple hours after the sun goes down, temperatures are dropping. It's getting pretty cold, and pretty soon it's just going to be counterproductive being out here. But you can't catch fish unless you're there to catch them. That's what we're trying to do. Glad we at least got a couple on camera for you. I'll get back in this shack. Warm up. Well, we had a nice lull where nothing was happening. Now, here's a light that went off about 5 minutes ago. Sat in there just waiting for it. The spool's not moving. We probably want to sit and wait for that spool to move. Meantime, he's got to break that ice away.
No, that's just a drop.
Nope, that's a drop. That's his marker. Something came, took it, took off. Oh, dropped my. Minnow's still there, still lively. Yep. Yeah, hey, good news is you didn't have to get your hands out to put another minnow on. Well, that would have been terrible.
Yeah, I'd hate to have that happen. Especially if there was a fish on the other.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's where fishing sucks, is when you gotta work.
Yep.
Alright, well, we'll drop it back in there and we'll go bust the ice out of my holes.
Well, I'm home finally. Probably won't be fishing for the next couple days because the wife has wondered what the heck I'm doing. Probably won't fish for the next couple days because it's supposed to be minus 30 even at some point. So we're just gonna hunker down indoors and stay warm. It's Sunday tomorrow, so I'm off of work. I don't know. We'll eat. I think I got some alcohol in the house, and we'll get through the day that way. But I just wanted to show that I do eat my fish. Here they are in the sink. And man alive, you know, I was kind of going over that video a little bit. And that is just a big old fat perch. Oh. Now, the biggest one I've ever caught was 14 inches in length, but this one by far has all that fat girth. I mean, look at the size of him. He's still got my minnow hanging out of his mouth. It's disgusting. And this guy is by no means a trophy, but definitely a good eater. 16 and a half. The perch is 12 inches. This guy is 16 and a half inches. He's going to make a real nice fillet. There's walleye here. Nice meat along his back. We're gonna enjoy that meal tomorrow. So I don't know, maybe a fish fry for lunch. I'm excited. So Pelican Lake, definitely my favorite lake. You want to fish northern? It's a great lake. Open water. It's a Class A musky lake. Perch galore in there. Like I said, I have a hard time finding the big perch, but occasionally, you know, one comes across the line. And that walleye is just fun to catch. I'm fishing with another group. Same family as the ones I was with tonight, but I want to fish with another group next Saturday. And hopefully the whole group is there because they're a wily bunch. It's a pretty good time, and the weather's supposed to be so much nicer. So hopefully the walleye biting's so much nicer. We'll get something in the 20s range. But thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see you next Saturday. Thanks.